A classic 8-9 game here in the South region. Remember, that's the top left-hand corner of your bracket. In this one, we got the number 8 seed Maryland Terrapins and the number 9 seed West Virginia Mountaineers in what should be a terrific matchup. First of all, for the 8th-seeded Maryland Terrapins, another solid season for them, 21-12 overall. However, this team has lost 3 of their last 4 games coming in to the tournament. This team is solid both on offense and defense, top 35 in offensive and defensive efficiency overall. They play at an incredibly slow pace, very methodical offensive approach for the Terrapins. They're led by their senior guard, Jameer Young, just 6'1" point guard, but he is tremendous. For Maryland, 16 points per game, 5 rebounds, and a little over 3 assists. He is the leader of this Terrapin squad, no doubt. Otherwise, they're solid offensively. They're nothing to write home about necessarily on that end. This team definitely hangs their hat on defense. Again, this defense is solid inside and out. They're top 75 in the nation in both 2-point defense and 3-point defense. So really just a solid all-around defensive effort for Maryland. My question for this team is, can they score consistently against great defenses? And that's what you're going to face a lot of the time in the NCAA tournament. Maryland has had some problems consistently scoring the basketball throughout the year. That's going to be a big bugaboo for them. If they can't do that, they're likely not going to go far in this tournament. Now on the flip side of things, we've got the number 9 seed West Virginia Mountaineers, who come into this one 19-14 on the year. They finished 8th in the Big 12. The Big 12 was so good this year. West Virginia playing their best basketball right now. They're playing really well coming into this tournament, even though they lost to Kansas in the Big 12 quarterfinals. The Mountaineers are terrific on offense, which isn't really much of a surprise for a Bob Huggins team. They're 15th in offensive efficiency. The two things they do really, really well on the offensive side, they're a great offensive rebounding team, and they get to the free throw line a ton, 20th in the nation at free throw rate. They get there a lot, and they convert pretty solidly from the stripe as well. The player to watch out for West Virginia is their senior guard, Eric Stevenson. He is a 3-level scorer. He can get hot on any given night. He's starting to play his best basketball down the stretch of the season right now. West Virginia is solid on the defensive end. Not anything to really write home about for them. However, what they do well is they force a lot of turnovers. They put pressure on guards, especially young guards. They've had a lot of success doing that throughout the year. My question for West Virginia is, can they guard great guards and force them into pressure situations and get them to turn the ball over? When West Virginia's lost this year, they have been beaten by superior guard talent, which there's lots of in the Big 12. I think that's the question mark for West Virginia going into this one. I think it's going to come down to whether Maryland can get to that 70-point mark or whether West Virginia could play good enough defense and do their thing on offense, which we know they can do throughout the year. I think that's what it's going to come down to. If I were to put this game on the upset potential meter, if you want to call the 8-9 game an upset, I would say this has got an upset brewing. If I had to make the pick, which I'm going to go with the number 9 seed West Virginia Mountaineers to get by Maryland and move on to the second round of the NCAA tournament. Do you want to win your March Madness bracket pool? Do you want to not only beat your friends, but humiliate them? If that sounds good to you, subscribe down below because we are previewing all 36 first-round games of the NCAA tournament and give you the info you need to crush your friends and dominate your bracket pool.